Rangers record their biggest win of the season so far in all competitions with not one, not two, not three, but 4 goals scored against St Johnstone. Now, yes, Rangers were at home. Yes, a lot of people would argue St Johnstone are the worst team in the league, but I still thought this was a solid performance for the Gels today, especially coming off the back of that European win against USG and ahead of their crucial Champions League playoff tie against PSV Eindhoven. But let's talk about the game. It was actually St Johnstone that created the first opportunity. So the cross comes in from the left-hand side. Now, Blair jumps for the cross, doesn't get anything on it. The ball falls to Barisic, and instead of clearing it, I don't know what Barisic does, but the ball just bounces off him and then finds its way into the path of Blair, who's already on the deck after jumping, attempting to head on the ball. So Blair sweeps a leg at the ball, manages to get a connection, but it just goes narrowly wide of the post. And this was a really good chance here for St Johnstone. Probably should have scored it and probably needed to score it because it was the last real chance that they had in the entire game. So yeah, after that, it was all pretty much Rangers. Lundstrom had a decent shot, saved from a corner, but the corner fell to Tavernier, and when Tavernier's got the ball, he can do whatever he wants with it. This time he picked out Tillman at the back post, and he headed it in to give Rangers a 1-0 lead. And I'm sick of hearing about people, rubbish Tavernier, badmouth Tavernier, underrate Tavernier, saying that all he does is, all his numbers come from set pieces, like penalties and corners and free kicks. No, that's fucking bullshit. Is he good at corners? Yes. Is he good at free kicks? Very good. Is he good at scoring penalties? Yeah, he's probably the best player in the Scottish Premiership at scoring penalties. But the guy is so good outside of set pieces as well. And this cross was pinpoint perfect to find Tillman. So I'm no having it that Tavernier's this average player who's only good at set pieces. That's fucking bullshit. He would hands down get in the SPFL. If you're making an SPFL 11, he's in it. I'm sorry, he is. I mean, I think Juranovic is good, but Tavernier gets in the team over Juranovic all day long, and people think I hate on Rangers, but there you go. I'm just saying that Tavernier would beat Juranovic all day long in a starting 11, so I can't be hating on Rangers that much. Just calling what I see. Then we had Matondo, second half. Had a quality shot from the edge of the box, hits the bar, very unlucky not to score. I thought Matondo was very good today, actually. I've not been that impressed with him so far, but today he looked like the player that I think Rangers were expecting to be signing from Schalke. Then we had Barisic with a free kick, came close to scoring it, but could only find the top netting. And we talk about set pieces. Barisic, another one. Very capable with corners, very capable with set pieces, and Rangers are very dangerous when it comes to this. I mean, if Rangers have a free kick edge of the box, they've got so many options. Yes, Tavernier's probably the most likely, but let's not forget about Barisic as well, who we all know is very capable of either scoring a free kick or delivering a quality ball. But Wright, though, was the next one to deliver a quality ball. Crossed it in for Kolak. Kolak jumps up, goes for an acrobatic volley, completely misses it, and the ball hits his hand. So, not quite sure why he went for this, but he should have done better. Probably should have been given a free kick here, St Johnstone, but it didn't lead to anything, so it didn't matter in the end. But a clear handball for Kolak. I don't know how he got it so horribly wrong. I've not been that impressed with Kolak, to be honest. Yeah, he seems to be a decent finisher, but I think that's all he's got for his game. I mean, if it's a choice between Morelos and Kolak, you're choosing Morelos all day long, 100%. Kolak, is he the second best choice now at Rangers over Roof? Possibly. But Morelos, without a doubt, in my opinion, is still, the head guy up front at Rangers. But anyway, it was a Saints mistake, kind of just dilly-dallying on the ball that led to Rangers' second goal. Matondo slides in, and he gets something on it. The ball goes to Kolak. It's a chance at nothing, and Kolak scores it. Now, Michael Stewart said this was offside. I've got to disagree with him. Yes, Kolak was in an offside position, but when Matondo slides in and he gets a touch on the ball actually goes backwards. So if the ball's going backwards, how can Kolak be offside? It doesn't make any sense to me. I know Michael Stewart doesn't like Rangers. I know he talks shit, but from what I seen, and I've seen the replay 3 or 4 times, this looked like a perfectly good goal to me. The goal was given. But yeah, Michael Stewart saying that the goal should have been offside. But again, Kolak was in an offside position, but the ball didn't get played forward, so Kolak actually came back to get the ball. So, again, I don't know how it was offside, but Kolak made it 2-0, and this pretty much ended the game for St Johnstone. You know, they never really looked like scoring, but when it's just 1-0, you've always got a chance. You know, you can always get a penalty, always get a set piece, moment of madness, counter-attack. You know, there's always a chance at 1-0, but Rangers went 2-0 up here, and in my opinion, this pretty much ended the game. Matondo, very good for the third goal, took it in the St Johnstone goalkeeper. He picked out Arfield, you know, pulled it back from Arfield, slotted it home, and then it was Arfield with the fourth this time, providing to be the assister, if that's actually a word. I don't know if used it though in the last couple of reviews, so I'm hoping it is. Assister, it even sounds good, but we'll go with it. Arfield assisted Tom Lawrence with a tap-in. So, I mean, the Rangers, the first goal I thought was the best of the bunch. The second, third and fourth were, I'm not saying they were lucky, but they were just like, you know, they were okay. I thought it was more pish defending for St Johnstone if anything. Yeah, no, the second goal was definitely a St Johnstone mistake. Third and fourth goal were okay, but again, St Johnstone just kind of got ripped open very easily, in my opinion. But yeah, really good win for Rangers, 4-0. This will help their goal difference massively, and now there's a very good chance now that they will end the weekend top of the table, because I don't see Celtic going to Kilmarnock. I don't see them going to Rugby Park and winning. At least not winning by a huge margin. I can see that game being pretty tight. So, Rangers end the weekend then. Match day 3, top of the table. 100% record. 9 points for 9. 3 wins for 3. It's looking pretty good for them so far. But they'll probably, in my opinion, I think they'll need their best performance next game out against PSV. I think they need to bring their best performance of the season. They've got the home tie up first in the Champions League against PSV. And that could prove to be Rangers' downfall, because normally they tend to play the away game first, so they've got the home game in the second leg to try and save them, but this time they've got the home game first, so they're going to need to get a positive result. You know, they cannot lose at Ibrox and then expect to, they can't say, let's say if they lose 2-0 again in the first leg, no chance. They ain't going to Holland, they ain't going to Eindhoven and turning over a 2-0 deficit in Holland. So I think they need to get a result at Ibrox, and I think they probably need to win and actually take something to defend when they go to Holland. But anyway, guys, that's it. I thought it was a good game for Rangers. You know, solid performance, solid win. I thought Matondo looked really well today. Thought he looked good, and overall, I mean, good performance for Rangers. Defensively, didn't have a lot to do. Like I said, St Johnstone had one chance, really. They didn't take it, and again, the chance was basically a mistake. Barisic trying to gift Blair the opportunity to score. So, overall, convincing win for Rangers, puts them top of the table. That's it, guys. Let us know your thoughts down below. I'll catch you in the next one, and until then, peace.